Let's kick off our bulletin with matters education. Efforts to establish Wajir County's first university have received a significant boost after the Wajir University Trust raised 115 million shillings toward the planned Wajir Peace University. The high-profile fundraiser held in Nairobi brought together political leaders, professionals, private sector representatives, and the Wajir community in support of the project, which is expected to cost over 2 billion shillings. Leaders say the initiative will promote education, peace building, and development across northern Kenya and the Horn of Africa.
And we're thinking about another 2.5 years to 3 years. So somewhere within late 2028, September, we should be able to have the first students coming in.
The day you put the key to open that university will be the day that we honor everybody that lost their lives. We honor everybody that came to the table to struggle so that we could have peace. And we honor women.
Away from that, the Pest Control Products Board, PCPB, in coordination with DCI officers, has seized fake and unregistered home and farm pesticides worth about 1 million shillings in Embu and Kirinyaga counties. Several suspects were arrested for selling counterfeit pesticides, with authorities warning that they will face prosecution for violating pest control laws.
These illegal pesticides are not authorized. And it's a message to them that they visit the PCPB website, establish what is registered for use in Kenya. If that product is not listed there, they stop that in business because they are going to be arrested. The punishments are there. So I think we have had a lot of efforts in the early operations on crop protection. And that's why we have kind of cut off majority of illegal products, crop protection. Now the ones in public health, we are there on our top gear, and this situation must be arrested.
Moving on, people living with disabilities in Migori County are urging authorities to urgently repair the closed Migori Bridge, citing increased hardship and unsafe travel routes for residents. The bridge closure has also hit local businesses and accessibility for the disabled. People living with disabilities leaders are also encouraging residents to register as voters ahead of the 2027 general election.
You are very much aware that if anything happens, currently persons with disabilities have to walk long distances, through very thick, estates here in Migori to cross a distance of less than, 1 kilometer. So we want to call upon the governor of this county of Migori, the various MPs of this county to ensure that Migori bridge is reconstructed, to make sure that KENHA also, because KENHA had promised to repair the bridge recently.
Tunaomba sana walemavu wote katika Migori County wajitokeze nje, wachukue kura, na wahakikishe ukishachukua kura, ikifika wakati tarehe 10 mwezi wa 8 mwaka ujao, ujitokeze pia upige hiyo kura ili tupate viongozi ambaye atatufanyia sisi kazi katika Migori na sisi kama walemavu.
And in politics, violence erupted during Linda Mwananchi rallies in Homa Bay, with youths armed with crude weapons blocking roads and attacking journalists and opposition supporters. 2 journalists were injured in Homa Bay town as tensions were building up ahead of the rally. The 2 were reportedly attacked and assaulted by a group of men armed with crude weapons while covering the situation in Homa Bay town. Amnesty International Kenya has condemned the violence and called for transparent investigations. Former Bungoma Governor Wycliffe Wangamati reported attacks on his team, while DCI has confirmed the arrest of 17 suspected gang members and the recovery of weapons in Kisumu and Migori. And that is it from the Eastleigh Voice News Desk. My name is Hussein Hassan. Good evening.